Alright, so we're going to do a quick demonstration of the Behavioral Dyscontrol Scale. So the great thing about this scale is that it's quick, easy to administer, it doesn't take any equipment, and according to some research from the 2010s, it does correlate really strongly with a patient's ability to perform ADLs independently. So I've got Strat here, he's going to be my patient, and he doesn't have any cognitive deficits as far as I know, but we'll just see how he does. So, Strat, are you right-handed?
Yes.
Okay, you go ahead and tap twice with your right hand, once with your left hand. Alright, now twice with your left, once with your right. Good. Now when I tap once, I want you to tap twice. When I tap twice, I want you to tap once. Okay? Alright, very good. So far, this is a 3-point scale, so 2 is adequate, 1 is moderately deficient, and 0 is very impaired. So far he's gotten a 2 on everything. Alright, so take my hand for a second. Alright, I want you to squeeze my hand when I say red and do nothing when I say green. Okay? Green. Red. Red. Green. Green. Alright, good job. Okay, I want you to alternate between tapping your thumb and each finger to the table. So it's going to look like this. And just kind of go back and forth like so. Do that for me. Alright, so far so good. Okay, still 2s on everything. Alright, take your hand and I want you to go fist, edge, palm on the table and just keep doing that. Alright, very good. Now we're going to do what's called a heads test. So essentially, whatever I do with my right hand, I want you to do with your right hand. So don't mirror me, do it on the same side of your body that I'm doing.
Okay.
Okay, ready? Perfect. Okay, and then alternate counting with the alphabet. So like A1, B2, and then go up to L.
L, okay. A1, B2, C3, D4, E5, F6, G7, H8, I9, J10, K11, L12.
Perfect. That one, even some people with non-cognitive deficits have a really hard time with. It's kind of challenging. Okay, how do you think you did?
I think I did well.
Okay, yeah, I think so too. Good job.
Thank you.
So the very last item on the scale is just insight into performance. So you ask the patient how they think they did, and you know, if they are kind of with it, they'll usually tell you, well, you know, I didn't do as well as I could have. But if they did poorly and they say, oh yeah, I did amazing, then you know that they, you know, they're not quite right. So that last one is actually a 4-point scale, 3, 2, 1, 0. I gave you a 3 on that, so Stride gets a perfect score, which is 19 out of 19. So congratulations, you're ready to re-enter society.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so now we'll practice from the other end, and I'm going to show what it looks like when the patient has some deficits.
All right, so Anthony, I want you to tap, or are you right or left-handed?
I'm right-handed.
Right-handed? Okay, so I want you to tap twice with your right hand and then once with your left. Okay, that's, so now I want you to take your left hand, tap twice with that one and once with your right. So left twice, right once. Okay, so I want you to take my hand. When I say red, I want you to squeeze my hand. And when I say green, I don't want you to squeeze my hand, okay?
Okay, got it.
So, green.
Wait, that's not right. Go ahead.
Red. Green. Green. Red. Red. Okay. Alright. So, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be tapping on the table. So, if I tap the table once, I want you to tap the table twice. If I tap the table twice, I want you to tap it once. Okay?
Say that all again.
If I tap the table twice, I want you to tap the table once. If I tap the table once, I want you to tap the table twice.
Okay.
Ready?
So I just want to make a quick note. Patients often ask you to repeat instructions, which is perfectly fine. or they often understand that they're not doing it right, like what I did a minute ago with the red and green. They'll squeeze on green and then say, that wasn't quite right. But they also can improve their performance. So anyway, go ahead.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Also very common for patients just to imitate what you're doing if they're unable to control their behavior.
All right, so now what I want you to do is we're going to alternate between tapping your thumb and each finger. We're going to go down the line just like this and back, like that.
Okay.
Okay. So now, what we're going to do, we're going to use your right hand, okay? What you're going to do is first, you're going to put a fist down, the side of your hand, and then palm. And you're going to repeat the sequence, like this, okay? Okay? So now, with this one, I want you to look at me. What you're going to do is what I do with my right hand, I want you to do with your right hand. What I do with my left hand, I want you to do with your left hand.
Okay.
But I want you to mirror me. Just do what's my right as you do. Ready? Okay. And for this last one, I want you to count from the alphabet. I want you to go from A to L, but we're going to alternate between the alphabet and numbers. So A, 1, B, 2, C, 3, and so on until you get to L.
Okay. A1, B2, C3, D, G, M, Q, what's that last one? Z. How was that?
Well, I want you to tell me, how do you think overall you did on this test?
I think I could have done a little bit better.
That's fair.
So a couple quick notes on that. In the heads test, when we're supposed to be doing the same thing on the same side of the body instead of mirroring, what I like to do is spontaneously switch from the right hand to the left hand mid-test, like what Strap did. And I find that patients often don't pick up on that and they continue to use their right hand. So all of a sudden they're mirroring, which is not what they're supposed to do. Same thing with the A1, B2, C3. Whatever you cue, the patient usually is able to imitate you. So they'll go through C, for instance, and then from there they start to get lost and frequently just start saying the alphabet without the numbers. So,
All right. You got a 1 out of 19, sir.
that's not very good. So am I good to go home?
Sure. No.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.